Hey guys, it's reenactment day here, and right now, as you can tell, I am wearing my winter gear, and I actually have a different setup this time. I've brought back the Thompson setup with my M1A1 Thompson airsoft gun. So, you know, nothing too special. Gas mask bag, everything else is normal. But I am wearing the trench coat now, again, my favorite jacket out of everything in my collection. And Brick, he is wearing his newly acquired
Mackinac.
Yes. As you can see, we're trying to figure out if this is original or not. But
It's pretty darn good repro if it is. If it isn't, then oh well.
it is an early war style because it has the wool collar like that.
But you saw them all the way throughout the war.
Which also, they were issued to mostly drivers. And you're holding a carbine too.
So I guess I'm a driver today.
Which kind of makes sense, your setup.
Yeah.
You're a driver whose Jeep's been, you know, evaporated by German artillery.
I only have a one carbine pouch. Otherwise, just a pretty normal pistol belt setup. And that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, I plan to get more magazines for my Thompson and maybe convert a couple to be the 20 round ones because I can't find any airsoft 20 round magazines. So we are doing it that way. And also the charging handle broke off, as you saw in the nighttime in the trench video, and I've not been able to fix that. So yeah, let us go over the trench again. Nothing has changed whatsoever.
That's filled with leaves.
Leaves, just like last time. And the leaves are pretty darn deep. Oh, well, that's where the log was. I thought that was an animal hole. Whole lot of leaves. We need to empty this out sometime, and we've also had a little bit of a wall collapse right there, and we also have mushrooms growing. But for now, this is the trench. Nothing else has changed. So we will continue on with the video when we think it's something to do.
So what I'm wearing right now is actually a pretty decent approximation of a driver's setup, although I do have my Jeep cap inside my bag here. Probably should be wearing that underneath my helmet, but it's fine. Standard, you know, fingernail gloves, whatever. I'm not gonna go over the other stuff. Pistol belt, carbine pouch. Carbine doesn't have a magazine. Don't worry about that. It's just a carbine stock that I butchered to make. I didn't actually hurt the stock. I could still use it for an M1 carbine, but I did make it into a lovely little dummy gun here. Just, you know, all that jazz. Mackinac jacket, commonly known as a Jeep coat. Shout out to Truffle's living history. Bet you had one of these.
That's a Discord joke. You wouldn't understand unless you're in the Discord.
Albeit, he does kind of win because he has a Jeep.
He does.
But anyway, and then the M1 carbine was the replacement to the Colt 1911 for drivers and stuff as a lighter alternative to the Garand or whatever, and a smaller alternative, so it's easier to handle inside of a vehicle and easier to store inside of a vehicle.
Yeah, and that's his.
And then just, you know, regular legs.
Pants.
Regular
Meanwhile,
legs.
mine are covered.
Regular legs still.
Very nice. Yes. So I'm doing a pretty decent Battle of the Bulge Thompson setup. So I have the 5.7 Thompson pouch, but I only have 30 round magazines. So this was common. Guys got their hand on 30 round magazines. They put them in these and just wrapped it around like that. But I plan to get 20 round magazines if I can find them for an airsoft gun and fill up the rest of these. But you know, you pop that out, put the mag in, and you rack it back. But
well, you would if you could.
But I have rigged a M1 Garand sling to the Thompson because I do not have a Thompson sling. So, and it's doing pretty good. It's staying on there very decently. Works very nicely. Of course, it's the trench coat that's a bit more difficult. But have my lightweight gas mask bag here, canteen, and first aid pouch, pistol belt. I am wearing my Jeep cap, so I have adjusted my helmet to that, but my helmet still pushes my Jeep cap down. And as you can see, the main part is the trench coat. The trench coat is original. It is a very nice original, fits me very nicely. And it covers all the way down to pretty much my leggings. Well, most other jackets, actually all other jackets, wouldn't cover this low. But trench coats during the Battle of the Bulge were also cut to be short because having a long coat in combat, it's not really the best. Also, veterans would say that once this got wet and froze again, it would be like wearing a piece of wood on you.
A sheet of plywood, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, probably. But I have original trigger finger mittens, so you can tell because the wool matches a lot better. Well, matches to the trench coat. More of a serge wool. And everything else is pretty much the same. I have the plastic buttons, which is a later war. Earlier war they would have the brass buttons, but plastic ones or Bakelite ones came around later war. And that's pretty much the setup.